All right, guys, welcome. Make sure you clocked in on home base and you put your name in the chat. We are now recording. As I stated tonight, I don't have much power on my device, so I'm going to get straight to the assignment for tonight. I do want to say welcome. Glad to have you guys on. Once you go into SEMA, we're going into a new part of SEMA that you guys have not experienced. It's the second ebook. We just finished chapter 13 in the white book. So basically, we're going to the ebook that's located only within your SEMA. Okay. And so you'll see chapter 1, 2, 3, and the ebook is located in the gray. All right. And so once you click aesthetics, you can then go directly to the chapter, or you can go just straight to ebooks. All right. So we have 4 chapters that are really short, and that's life skills, professional image, communicating for success, and the healthy professional. Okay. And so right now, your assignment is going to be to go into chapter 1. All right. We'll go down to the slides. Okay. So chapter 1, this is the slides for chapter 1. Within chapter 1, you have the objectives, and then you also have summaries of the chapter, but also you have your check-in questions, okay? So your assignment that's due Sunday, and this is being recorded, you're going to go into chapter 1, life skills. You're going to read the chapter, and you're going to complete the check-in questions for chapter 1. You're going to do the same thing for chapter 2. And the reason why I'm giving you 2 chapters this week is simply because they're short. I really want to push us to get to sanitation chapter, which is our major chapter for state board testing. And so this week, we are going to do chapter 1 and 2 and combine those 2 short chapters together. And your assignment is going to be the check-in questions for chapter 1 and chapter 2. And so the life skills, simply you'll just open up each chapter, go down to the bottom where it talks more about your review slide, and you'll open it up, okay? When you look at the objectives for life skill, it's simply what we think about, okay? They're skills that help you navigate through life. And even though we're going to teach you components of like skincare and things of that nature, we also have a responsibility to teach you how to build business, interact with individuals, customers, and everybody does not have the same level of what we call life skills or home training. Secondary schools are here to enhance, all right? And so even if this is your first time in a post-secondary, or you're coming for a second career, second degree, everything is an enhancement, okay? And so we're going to talk about life skills, then we'll talk about the principles that contribute to success, having a mission statement, and a lot of that we do on the first, on the first of the year. You know, we have life mission statements, prayer boards, vision boards, and we're going to talk about short-term goals, long-term goals, things of that nature. We also would talk about time management, successful study habits, just defining ethics. And this is the chapter where you start to bring your experiences in. Okay, so yes, you have the technical training, you're going to get the knowledge and know-how. But in order for all of that to work, you're going to have to be able to bring in personality and attitude. And notice it says positive personality and attitude. And when we talk about ethics, I just want to say this too. I do have the graduation date, and I will be posting it once I finish the flyer tomorrow, just as a reminder. But when we talk about ethics and we talk about graduation, We've incorporated the white coat ceremony for our estheticians simply because there is a level of professionalism that is expected, that you're expected to adopt in order to wear that white coat. And so same thing if you're going into the medical field, nursing, things, and there's a ethic observation that's required. And so it's not saying that anybody can do anything, yes, but morally, your character, your integrity, all become major factors in your skill set. Okay, right along with your skill set. So these are some of the objectives for that particular chapter. When we talk about explaining life skills, let's just pause for the cause for a minute. These are the foundations of success. Communication. Communication is going to be key. You know what, guys? I find that communication is sometimes our number one thing that causes us to get off track. It causes issues between close friends, families, business. It's a lack of communication or ineffective communication. What I have been trying to teach my nieces is that when you are transmitting information, communicating with people, don't cut out the key components and then expect us on the other side to understand what you're requesting and what you're asking. Okay. And so they're 16 and 17. So I'm trying to start them now as far as giving them some. I started them a long time ago, but remember, they're not my children, to give them some responsibilities and holding them accountable. So if something happens that, maybe shouldn't have happened, I don't fly off the chart and become super mad and tell them to go to their room and we don't talk about it. No, I need you to be able to handle conflict resolution. I need you to be able to think in very high intense situations. And so I know as an adult, when you get out there in the career field, that you're able to handle yourself. Now we could do all things technical, like I said, all things knowledge, but at the end of the day, you got to have something that binds everything together. And that's going to be the foundations of success. So a lot of people will ask, what's the key to success? It's nothing that you can bottle up. And I've heard somebody say it got to be in you. Okay. Every individual has his own level of success. Studies have shown that every individual have their own level of smart. And so when you tell people you're so smart, you have to be like, what are you relating it to? Because we all learn differently. There are multiple levels of smart. And so there's multiple levels of success. And so it's not something we can bottle together. It's not something you can pay for and get a class. And yeah, we ain't gonna be able to do all that. It's going to be the key components that brings everything together. Okay. And so when we look at communication, we are going to discuss effective communication, the intake of information, and the output of the information. We're going to discuss decision making. Decision making is going to be very important, especially not to go political, but it's going to be very important in the next couple of years, even now today. So decision making. And right now, once you get the skill, you're going to graduate, you're going to move into licensure, you're going to start working. There's a ton of decisions that need to be made. And then there's image building. How you look and what you portray on the outside really sets a standard for success on what you're expecting for your business. We look at customer service. I had a student today, we rated, I said, what's the last salon or shop or barbershop that you have went into and rate their sanitation from 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 means top. And she said 3. And I said, whoa, what was a 3? She said because started at her appointment was at 11, she didn't get in the chair to 6. Okay, 11 a.m. She didn't get in the chair to 6, and it was 30. On top of that, someone else said that when they went in for a makeup appointment, the young lady stopped and ate a wing and got back on her face. Yeah. And they stated that the music was very vulgar, and it was different people, of different ages in that establishment, and that the co-workers had a vulgar mouth, and there was, kind of on the buck wild side. And her service was $250. Basically, she said, due to all of that going on, she was not going to return to that person to do the services. That's a major loss, y'all. As customer service from surveyed from someone who has patronized you. Two, can you imagine what you could do for your kids with $250? Can anybody stand to have $250 now? You need $250 now? Yeah. Okay, so you have to think about it. Now, she did say her hair was laid. It was amazing. But she would not return because of the issues I stated. And it's not even that person. Or maybe even that person doesn't even know about the level of customer service and experience and about the coworkers and how that affects everybody else. So your customer service is going to be big. You really have to think about the people around you, your salon circle, your spa circle, and how well they affect the money that you're going to bring in to take care of your family. Okay. And if it's time to make a move, you got to make a move, and it's business. It's never personal. So customer service, everything. I think that's something we can never stop learning is customer service. All right. And I always say what the client wants versus what the client needs. And I want to treat all clients as guests, everyone that comes in as guests. And you may not say this, but I found this is one thing people say, you have to earn respect. If I'm just meeting you, if you just be a nice person and say yes, ma'am. Just be a nice person. And what are some niceties that you learned when you were little? Just repeat that as adults. Like what respect has to be earned. So at the end of I think you have to show yourself friendly. I think that's what the Bible says. Show yourself friendly. Okay. So sometimes you just got to be able to humble yourself and put yourself out there. And for me, I always say, how can I serve you? Is there anything I can do for you? There's something naturally I do, and I love doing that. I love helping people. So I seldom say, or I do say all the time, how can I help you or how can I serve you? I just want to know, what do you need right now to get to the next level? And if there's a mild intention in it somewhere, I ask that it be taken out. Okay. And so I'm leading customer service by being available to whoever the patron is on the other side. Okay. Because here's the thing, too. You may be amazing at what you do, but remember, everything we offer are luxury services, and it does not stop. Life does not stop if they don't have those services. We can talk about this, probably going to talk about this Wednesday. I'm going down to 1%, but we're going to talk about this Wednesday. And I may even make a video once this charger's back up, which I'm miles away from my charger. But just having self-assurance, that self-actualization, reading your affirmations and knowing what your worth is really helps you serve people better in your business. Okay. So this chapter this week, it's about building you up, and we have to realistically find those areas that we need help in. Okay. We'll talk about goal setting and time management. So those are going to be our key things in life skills this week. Before it closes down, if you have any questions, you can email me at dcicosmo@gmail.com. Of course, you'll stay clocked for your time. And I'm going to try to come back with another video. But we're definitely, as far as your assignments, read chapter 1, read chapter 2, go down to your slides and do your check-in questions, which I do Sunday. We're going to pick back up at life skills once I get a little charge. And so I may just drop it in the group as a live. So just stay tuned to get notifications in the group. But that's what we're talking about tonight. Okay, foundations of success: communication, decision making, image building, customer service, self actualization, and that's self worth. All right, that's knowing, not putting yourself down. You're it, you're her. Okay, building yourself up. If it was no one else to help you and motivate you, who would do it? You have to do it yourself. So that's self actualization. It's just realizing that you are she, her, you're it, you're amazing, you can do this. Okay, knowing what your self-worth are, and then what are those things that you have to do to get you to understand what your worth is. Okay. Sometimes it's affirmation, sometimes you listen to different speakers, you may treat yourself, but you have to learn that self-actualization for yourself. Okay. um Goal setting, where we are, where are we and where we want to go. Okay. And then there's time management. Okay. So we're going to look at how long it's going to take us to do this. We may also look at a few services and just kind of unravel some things that we have going on, some challenges with time that's going to find some solutions for it. And that's just going to be better for us in the long run. All right. So I don't want to, it's on 1%, but it'll cut off on you guys. I don't want to be super, super rude. So go ahead and log off. I'm going to end there. You can start on your assignment for the rest of the time. And once I get some charge, I'll probably go live in the group just to follow back up on the foundations of success. Okay. It'll just be a part 2 from tonight. So y'all have a blessed and amazing night. If you would, go ahead and log off for me. If you need to contact me, you can email me. I will be working on hours tomorrow. All right. And so make sure everything is taken care of. Some people are getting ready to roll out. So I have some accuracies and updates back tomorrow. I would say tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. Y'all have a blessed and amazing day. Good evening.